Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. I hope you're all having a great day today. The weather is lovely, it's blue skies everywhere, and I am so happy that there's not a rain cloud in sight. We've had a few sort of rainy days, just with the humidity I think really more than anything, but it definitely seems like summer is back, which is just lovely. So today I have been to my fourth weigh-in of Slimming World, which is my sort of fourth week or month, whatever you want to call it. And obviously this is the book here. This is the, all the information that you need in here. We also get our, our weight recorded in this book as well. And you can also set some small targets. So, you basically up to a certain amount of weight. You can have 5 to 15 sins if you're a woman. For a man, you can have 5 to 25 sins, and then it goes up. So if you are over 20 stones, you can have up to 35 sins a day if you're a man, 25 sins a day if you're a woman, and it does go down in increments of 5, and then 5 again if you're under the 16 stone mark. And I generally only have most days 10 or less. Generally on a weekend, maybe a Saturday night, I'll give myself maybe a little bit more sins just because it's Saturday, and over the space of the week that extra couple is definitely averaged out because I'm not having the full amount of sins that they advise you to have every day. Now that's my choice. That's not because I want to lose a certain amount of weight, it's not because I want to be lighter in a certain amount of time. For me it's important to know my limits, and if I'm full, or if it's getting to say 10:30, 11 o'clock at night and I've got 5 sins left, I'm not going to just go and eat 5 sins for the sake of it. And I think there's a lot of consideration that needs to go into thinking a little bit more like that. I have, as I've said in previous videos, been a Slimming World member before, and at the time, mugshots, Muller lights, etc., they were all free, so you could technically eat as many of them as you wanted in a day. I definitely did do that, but I now know that there are sins attached to these items, which probably should have been in the first place, because people just do overeat these products if they are free. But this time around I've not had any sort of processed meals, if you like, apart from the ready meals that we've had from the frozen aisle inside the food warehouse. And looking at the ingredients, there's nothing false in there, there's nothing scary in there with regards to big long lists of preservatives and different ingredients. So I feel quite good that I have been able to enjoy them, and they have given me good results so far. So this week I needed to lose, or I don't say needed, but I wanted to lose 2.5 pounds so that I could reach my 1 stone mark, which would mean that I could get my 1 stone award. And I haven't been out as much walks this week just because it's been really rainy some days, as I mentioned. I have been pretty tired. Work has been really full on as usual, but more so this week. And it's also been quite a busy week as well, with other things going on outside of work that we've had to go to, we've had to do. And so by the time, as I'm sure if most of you know at home, by the time you get in from work, you make dinner. We obviously do this, we film for yourselves at home, and then we have to go to shops, or we have to go and see or do other things. Then before you know it, it's suddenly 9 or 10 o'clock at night and you've not sat down yet. And so going out for a 1 or a 2 or a 3 mile walk or whatever it is doesn't seem so appealing, does it? So yeah, I've been not walking as much this week, but I also feel that the walks I have done have been quicker. For any of you guys who may have watched the channel for a while, or you might have seen some of the videos, I was in a moon boot about a month ago, and so I've gradually been trying to build up my mobility again, my sort of stamina with regards to being able to walk for slightly longer distances. So trying to kind of build that up every week is definitely one of my goals, but I'm not putting pressure on myself because I don't want to be in pain. So everything on the ankle front seems really good at the moment, and I think even having a couple of days where I don't do as much walking is still going to benefit me because I am still losing weight. So snacks wise, I did a video last week just letting you guys know about some of the snacks that I've been eating. That generally hasn't changed this week. We did manage to get some low sin ice lollies and ice creams from Food Warehouse as well, so it's worth having a look out for them. So there's like the Flump ones, they do the cola bottle ones as well, and it's all sort of branded like Bassett sweets. So definitely have a wee look. I think the ones that we have in the fridge or the freezer at the moment are 2.5 cents, which is great for a nice lolly, and they really do taste lovely. So that's the Flump ones I'm talking about. There are other ones, as I said, that have got a slightly higher sin value, but it depends on what you want and what you want to use your sins on for the day. So, as I said, I was at Summer World class earlier tonight, and I did feel a bit nervous. I genuinely don't feel like that when I go to class, but I felt quite nervous. I felt a bit like I had a knot in my stomach, and that's just not me. I have had anxiety before at times, but I really didn't feel very good going into this class today. I don't know why. I haven't changed anything. I've done everything that I should do. I've not overdone it. I've eaten the right things. The only thing I've not done as much as I said, is walking, but I thought, well, I'm still significantly overweight, so I should still lose something, I hope. So anyway, off I went into class. A few people were ahead of me and they were getting really good losses, so absolutely well done to them. But inside, I was crumbling. I was really worried, and I genuinely don't know why. I think I did put pressure on myself to lose a stone in 4 weeks. I genuinely don't want to do that, but I thought, I'm so close. I've managed to lose a significant amount every week up until now, so what's stopping me? I should be able to do it. And I did. So I did lose my 1 stone in 4 weeks. So what I'll do is I'll just do a quick run through of how much I've lost over the last 4 weeks. So my first week I lost £7 and I got my £7 or half a stone award. The second week I lost £2. The third week I lost £2.5, and the fourth week, today, wait for it, I lost £4.5 on a week that I've not done much walking. I genuinely had the fear about going in to get weighed, which is not like me. But do you know what? I've now lost 1 stone, £2 in 4 weeks, which honestly I am absolutely over the moon about. I feel really empowered. I am really proud of myself, which may seem quite, I'm not that type of person to pick myself up, but I'm really proud of what I've done, because before I started Summer World, I had really sore knees at times, not often, but at times. And I also noticed that I was getting quite a bit of hip pain at times as well. And working in the health and social care sector, I know that being overweight is not good. I know that being overweight is life limiting. It can also contribute to many other chronic or long-term health conditions, however you want to play it. And I know that at the moment, I'm currently 31, I'm going to be 32 in September. I need to start looking after myself, and that was one of the main reasons that I went to Summer World. Now, people who may have seen my previous videos may know that I've lost 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 stone within a year at different points of my life as an adult. The last time I lost 7 stone was back in 2020, and it's certainly a goal of mine to feel how I felt back then. So that is what my overall goal is. I'm not going to go by weight as such. Obviously weight is important for health reasons, as we all know, but I don't want to put myself into a box of having to be a certain weight or having to be a certain size in clothes, because the last time I lost weight, I didn't even recognise that I'd lost weight in the mirror when I looked at myself, even though when I went to the clothes section, I'd be picking up size 22s, when I was actually a size 12 or 14, depending on what shop I went to. So psychologically, it didn't help me by telling myself that I had to be or wanted to be a certain way. I think it's a much more gradual process mentally to realise that you are thinner, you are slimmer, you are healthier, and you feel in less pain, you feel better. And these are the things that I want to try to remind myself on every single day. So I'm really happy that I've been able to do this. For proof, I also have the certificate, and I think, I'll just cover my second name up there, but yep, you know, at the end of the day, I've done it. I've actually surpassed the expectation of what I put on myself. So I wanted to lose 2.5. I was worried or a bit on the fence about whether I would have lost 2. Don't know why, I just felt that maybe I wouldn't have lost 2 pounds, maybe it would be 1.5 or 1, but 4.5 completely surpassed that. So I'm really, really happy. For some people at home, you know, you guys that are watching, you know, you may not have issues with your weight, you may not have had issues with your weight, and if you have, at certain points in your life, you may not be at that point just now, but I think when you are overweight and you do lose a stone, you know you have more to go, but you don't want to focus too far ahead into the future, because it can offset the now, and the now is where we're at, and it's very, very important, because we can't focus too far in the future if we don't focus on doing the right things just now, because otherwise we don't know what the future is going to look like. So I think it's good just to focus on the here and now, not worry too much ahead, and I've already surpassed my mini goal in my head of getting into a certain number on the scales before I go on holiday, which is in about 4 weeks time, 3 weeks time. So I'm really looking forward to just losing any weight going forward, and then once I come back from my holidays again, I'll set myself another little mini target in my head again, and I think that's going to work for me. So with regards to next week's plan, I don't have a plan to lose a specific amount of weight, but losing around 2 pounds a week or just over is about 1 kilogram a week. So I'm really happy with that. I think that's, you know, at the weight I'm at the moment, it is achievable, and everything that I'm doing just now and having the support from yourselves at home, you know, you guys are interacting with the posts, you're interacting with the sort of cook with me sessions that I'm trying to do a couple of times a week, and obviously as well as I've done a couple of videos on the lunch pots and the sort of larger meals available in Iceland and Food Warehouse. They have definitely been a real help for myself and my husband to keep on track, and to make sure that even though we live extremely busy lives, very full-on professional lives, we never go off track. So yeah, I think that's a really important thing just to hold on to. Sorry, there are birds fighting outside. They don't normally come here, but they come here while I'm filming, so I do apologise. But yeah, I think what I've done so far, as I said, I'm really happy with what I've managed to achieve. It's more than I ever thought I would manage in this sort of short space of time. And I just want to say to everyone at home who may or may not be on a Slim World journey or a weight loss journey at the moment, you guys are going to achieve it. You are going to achieve it. We're all different, so it might mean that I lose more one week, I might lose less next week. You might lose more than me one week, you might lose less than me the other week, you know. And I think, you know, if we start to compare ourselves to each other, and you start to compare what I'm doing compared to what you're doing, if I did that, I couldn't come onto YouTube to demonstrate what it is that we do at home and show you guys what I do, because I would always be worried that someone else was doing better. So I think it's just important to focus on yourself, put you in the middle of everything, and you can only do your very best, which is all anyone can ever ask you to do. So I hope this has been a really positive, hopefully helpful video for you guys at home. I'm hopeful it'll give you some inspiration and some motivation if you're needing it. Sometimes I feel a bit like that myself, and I will go on and have a look at other people's channels just to get myself, you know, in the mind frame of it all. And I think the right mindset, the right mind frame of it all is really, really important, and it's just as difficult to get into that than it is to keep it going all the time. So rather than expecting to lose every week, I think we just need to take what we're given that week. And even a maintain is not a negative thing. I think a maintain is still very, very good. And I think even at sometimes you will gain for no reason and it makes no sense to you, but the next week it goes off again. And as women, I'm sure as we all know, we have very much problematic and complex hormones at times for a number of reasons, and our weight doesn't always play the game. So thank you so much for watching, thank you for your ongoing support, thank you for interacting with the live cook sessions, giving me encouragement, and as always, just being here for me to make these videos to show yourselves at home. It really does mean the world to me. It keeps me going, it makes me motivated to continue to do well, and if I can help anyone to do that, then I've done what I wanted to achieve as well. So thank you so much for watching, and I shall catch you on the next one. Bye!